When you think about improving your life, you probably imagine adding new habits, new routines, new strategies. But growth doesn't always come from adding more. Sometimes it's about subtraction. Because the truth is, you're probably carrying things right now that are slowing you down, draining your energy, and keeping you stuck. And if you quietly eliminate them without making it a big show, you'll notice how much lighter and more focused your life becomes. So here are 10 things you need to start cutting out quietly, one by one. 1. The need to please everyone. Think about how much of your life you spend doing things just to keep other people happy. Saying yes when you want to say no. Holding back your opinion because you don't want conflict. It feels easier in the moment, but over time, it's exhausting. Here's the reality. No matter what you do, someone's going to disagree. Someone's going to dislike it. The moment you stop chasing approval, you free yourself. You don't have to make an announcement. You don't have to argue about it. Just start choosing yourself more often and notice how freeing it feels. 2. Comparing yourself to others. Comparison is everywhere. You scroll through social media and instantly feel behind. You look at someone else's success and convince yourself you're failing. But here's the thing. You're only seeing the highlight reel. You're not seeing the bad days, the failures, the doubts. When you cut out comparison, you shift all that energy back to your own progress. Limit the time you spend consuming other people's lives and spend more time building your own. Every time you catch yourself scrolling and comparing, remind yourself, their path is not yours, and that's okay. 3. Holding grudges. Carrying resentment feels like carrying a backpack full of rocks everywhere you go. The other person might not even think about it anymore, but you do. Every time you replay what they did, you keep giving it power. Letting go isn't about saying what they did was fine. It's about saying, I'm not going to let this control me anymore. And you don't need to announce it to them. Just quietly drop the weight. Imagine how much lighter you'd feel without carrying old grudges into every new day. 4. Negative self-talk. You know that voice in your head, the one that tells you you're not good enough, you're too late, you'll never succeed. It feels automatic, but you don't have to believe it. Start cutting it out by replacing it with something neutral. Not fake positivity, but a small shift. Instead of, I'll never figure this out, say, I can figure this out. Instead of, I'm not good at this, say, I'm learning. Those tiny adjustments stop the spiral. Eliminating negative self-talk is like clearing static from your mental radio. You finally hear yourself clearly. 5. The habit of overthinking. You've probably stayed up at night replaying conversations, imagining every possible outcome, and getting stuck before you even act. Overthinking feels productive, but it's really just paralysis. The way to cut it out is through small action. Stop waiting for the perfect decision. Take one step. Make one move. Once you're in motion, overthinking loses its grip. The less you think in circles, the more momentum you build. And momentum solves problems that thinking never could. 6. Constant distractions. Your phone buzzes, a notification pops up, you scroll, you click, and suddenly an hour disappears. These tiny distractions feel harmless, but they add up to a life of wasted time. Cutting them doesn't have to be dramatic. You don't need to delete everything. Just turn off one notification. Leave your phone in another room while you work. Create one block of time where you're unreachable. Just do it and watch how much more present and focused you become. 7. Waiting for the right time. How many things have you delayed because you're waiting for the right time? A project, a goal, a conversation. But here's the truth. The right time doesn't come. You create it by starting. Eliminate this habit by lowering the bar. Instead of waiting for the perfect conditions, just take the smallest first step today. Want to get fit? Do 10 push-ups right now. Want to start a project? Write the first sentence. Once you start, the right time appears. Eliminate waiting and replace it with doing. 8. Toxic relationships. You already know who drains you. The people who take more than they give. The ones who criticize more than they support. But cutting them out doesn't mean a dramatic confrontation. You need to just create distance. Spend less time. Stop replying instantly. Invest your energy elsewhere. Over time, the toxic connection fades and your energy comes back. It doesn't need to be loud, it just needs to be consistent. 9. Clutter, physical and mental. Too much stuff around you creates too much noise in your head. Look around your space. Every drawer full of junk, every pile of papers, every messy corner, it all adds to mental stress. Start small. Clear one drawer. Clean one shelf. Write down the thoughts that won't leave your head. The act of clearing out clutter, both physical and mental, makes room for focus. You'll be shocked how much clarity comes from something as simple as cleaning your desk. 10. Excuses. Excuses are comfortable. I don't have time. I'm not ready. It's not the right moment. But excuses keep you stuck in the same loop. Start eliminating them by catching yourself in the act. Every time you hear yourself make an excuse, reframe it honestly. Instead of, I don't have time, say, I didn't prioritize it. Instead of, I can't do this, say, I'm choosing not to. That tiny shift makes you realize you're in control. Cut excuses, and you will start moving forward. Final thoughts. Here's the secret. You don't need to announce any of this. You don't need to post about it, or explain it, or make a big speech. Just quietly start removing these 10 things from your life. And here's what will happen. People will notice. They'll see you more focused, more confident, more at peace. They won't know exactly what changed, but you will. So the only question now is, what's the first thing on this list that you're ready to quietly eliminate?